Yo, what is going on, guys? DigitalSquirrel here, and welcome to the 750 subscriber Q&A thingamajigger of legend. Now, I asked a couple weeks, 2 weeks ago or so, for you guys to leave comments and tweets about questions that you want asked. I look like I'm having a stroke. Anyway, I have a webcam that I never particularly use apart from streaming, so I should probably use it more often, so that's what I'm doing today. It's actually a pretty good webcam, that's the word, and yeah, it can record in 60 FPS 1080p, so I should be using it more often, so that's what I'm doing today. Alright, so the first question is from Sir Ultiseeker, the legend himself, the one who builds all these cities. I'm gonna vote for Ultiseeker for mayor, but he asks, will you ever see snow in your life? Now, I have seen snow before, actually. I live on a mountain. Well, I live on a mountain, however, I'm too low to get any snow. But I have been for a 5-hour drive or so in the middle of winter, depths of winter, freezing cold, to actually go and spend a day in the snow. And so, yeah, I have actually seen snow before, which is pretty cool, I suppose. But I know a lot of you people living in the Northern Hemisphere probably see a lot of it and are probably fairly sick of it, so yeah. Next question is from MC Master 2014. He asks two questions actually. The first question he asks is, how long have you been doing YouTube? Now, thanks to a site that tells you how long ago things are, I figured out that I have been doing YouTube for nearly exactly 5 years and 4 months since I started my first, or since I posted my first video on the YouTubes. Now, that video wasn't on this channel, admittedly, that was on a channel from ages ago, but yeah. And number 2 is, will you start a YouTube channel for my music? And I have one, actually. I already have one. I had it in the sub-featured list box, and then I took it out because I wasn't really using it, and then I decided I should really start updating this again, so I posted my most recent album from like March there the other day. Yeah, and I'll be posting my new album, which I will be hopefully releasing sometime November. Wait, what's November? No, October. There we go. Wrong month, October. I'm trying to think of months, but that's not working. The next question we have is from HLM, and he asks 8 questions. His first question he asks, what is my favourite colour? I don't know. I think it is blue. I do like blue. Blue's pretty cool. As you can see, I'm wearing the blue shirt, repping the blue, represent things. Secondly, he asks me, what are my hobbies? Now, obviously, gaming is a very big one of this, if that could be considered a hobby. But music making, as you know, and music playing, I play guitar and piano at the moment. If I actually take this off and go onto OBS so I can actually see where I'm pointing my camera, you can see I've got this here for my recording stuff, and I got some guitar stuff in the background there. But yeah, a lot of music stuff. That's what I have as a hobby. Third question he asks is, what is your reason for starting YouTube? Now, the first, I don't really know how to answer this, but the first video I ever posted was because it was a random glitch thing that sent a car flying or something when I was 11. I thought that was pretty cool. So I recorded it with the little really low quality camera. I pointed at the really low quality TV. So you can see a few pixels moving. And that is the first video, and I posted that up on YouTube. And then, yeah, I posted like once every month on that channel. Like, it wasn't a proper channel or anything. And then I started this channel back in or end of 2012, and then from there I just basically kept posting. I've had quite a few breaks on this channel. The fourth question he asks is, where is Tupac? Well, actually, I kidnapped him. Not many people know this. I kidnapped him, and he's actually working in my mine. I actually have a mine under my house. Don't worry, though. He's happy. I feed him well. I only whip him when he's really falling out of line. You know, he's just down there. There's a few other people down there. I don't really get on into all the details, you know, just in case the cops come and rescue Tupac from my mine. Fifth question he asks is, can squirrels fly? So yeah, the next question he asks is, how many numbers of pi can you list? I read that wrong, but if you don't know, pi is the little thing that's like a T with two vertical lines. I can get the things. And maths is actually one of my more favorite subjects. And, God, so how many numbers can I list of pi? Well, I don't actually... It's 3.14159. That's easy. And then 265,358. 9. I don't know. So that's what, like 10. So I'm not the best, but more than a lot of people know. But the only reason I know that is because on one of my maths class, like that I had for a year, there was a big poster of like 100 characters of pi, and you tend to get bored in a lot of classes, and I'm just like reading pi. So I'm like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Next question he asks is, do you have rabies? Yeah, I hate to admit it, but yeah, most definitely. I actually lied before. I don't actually whip Tupac. I just kind of gnaw at his ankles when I'm having a rabies attack. 8th question he asks is, compare every member of COV to a famous celebrity. You want me on? I don't... The thing is about me, I don't follow any freaking movie stars, any of these pop culture, freaking pop artists for music or anything, so I don't really know what personalities. I can't compare anyone to a famous celebrity because I don't know any famous celebrity. I mean, I know like 3. Call me out of touch, but I prefer a lot of less popular kind of things. Alright, the next questions come from Paladin Cow, or Sir Cowie-ow, or Cow Meister 3000. He asks, is it hot right now? No, mainly because it is 7 o'clock at night, and it's well, it's not the middle of winter anymore. We're coming out of winter, so it's actually not too bad. It was a little bit hot earlier, and by hot, I mean not hot at all. It was like 26, which is not hot at all. And I know some of you people in the Northern Hemisphere are like, oh my god, that's really hot. No. Wait till summer. Freaking 45 degrees, mate. This next question is quite random, actually. Are there any typical farm animals in Australia? Sheep, chicken, etc. Typical farm animal. Well, I don't actually know, because I'm not really in a country kind of area, so... I mean, there's a lot of cow farms. Actually, around me, there's a few alpaca places. People who keep alpacas. For reasons unbeknownst to me, but apparently alpacas, yeah. So I don't know if that's a typical Australian farm animal, but around me, yeah, there are alpacas. Third question she asked is, what was the name of your teacher when you were 7 years old? Well, it was my mother, actually, because I was homeschooled at that time. So I guess, yeah, that's pretty simple. The next question is from Samuel Tristan, or the guy that I know from COV, and he asks, hostage ransom notes? Damn, you found me out. Okay, fine. His question is, how does 5 million sound for your neighbours back? My neighbours just moved out, actually, like the nearest neighbours to me. Is that what happened? Did you actually kidnap them? Well, okay, well, if so, keep them. They were shites. They were real pain in the ass, actually. So yeah, you can keep them. If you want, you can send them to my mine. Next question is from Minecraft ID, Minecrafted, Sir Real Minecrafted on Twitter. He asks, have you ever been bitten by a snake? Because I live in Australia, obviously, so there are many things that can kill you and will kill you. I've heard there's a lot of them over there. That's what he says. I haven't actually been bitten by a snake. I've seen many snakes in the wild, though. I've seen a freaking monitor that was like that big out in the wild before. I haven't been bitten by a snake or a spider, for that fact. I did, however, get bitten by a scorpion earlier this year. And it's thank God, because in Australia, scorpions are like the only thing that aren't really deadly or anything, so I was good on that category. I wasn't too bad. It still hurt like a motherfucker, though. Next question is from the Ozmajuga himself, Ozzy. He asks, if you were a nut, what kind of a nut would you be, and why? Well, I did a little bit of thinking around and a little bit of research and stuff, and I think I would be a Notholitocarpus densiflorus nut. What is that, you may ask? Well, I don't know, but it's a nut, and it can be ground into a powder, and it can be baked into cake and bread and pancakes. So that's reason enough. Also, squirrels eat them. So, I mean, that's just perfect. And also, because I ain't no basic bitch, we ain't going with no cashews, no peanuts, no freaking walnuts. We aren't about that. We're about the Nolithocarpus densiflorus. Nolithocarpus densiflorus. Next question is from Connected Banana. She asks, is there a possibility squirrels will one day take over the world? Yes, there is actually. And that is in fact what the mine is for. I was talking earlier about. It's actually with mining and digging and stuff. And we're building a giant colossal squirrel bot to conquer the world, in fact. Next question is from CRF Gaming. He asks, what without gaming, what would you do? That's pretty easy. I would do music, as you know. I do a lot of music as is. Yes, music. I am very musical. I like music. Next question from Hairflip Studios. What made you pick squirrels? My chair is quite squeaky. Well, Squirrel was my nickname as a child for some reason. Originally, I think my parents called me that when I was like 3, and then like everyone we knew started calling me that. So, yeah, when I went to create a channel a few years back, 4 months ago, I'm like, sure, I'll go with that because that was something kind of relevant. But yeah, that is the backstory behind that. Next question is from Sir Reed Dobson, and he asks, do you prefer nuts or acorns? No, they are not the same thing. Winky face with an extra chin. Well, actually, Redubs, I've gone to the Wikipedia article for acorn, and let me read you this excerpt. It says, the acorn, or oak nut, is the nut of the oaks, and their close relatives. Acorns, along with other nuts, are termed mast, which I have no clue what that means, but it is a nut, sir. So, the logical answer would be to say nut, because that encompasses all of the nuts. Next question is from a Varty Plays. He asks, does the penis tower still live on? It was a great build. It was an awesome build, and I believe you called it the Tower of Mazak. And I recently finally got around to playing Skyrim, fully playing Skyrim. So now I finally get the reference. So I'm like, as soon as I came across that in game, I'm like, penis tower. Next question is from Pixel Resolution. He asks, do you by chance have any nuts in your tree? If so, how many do you think I'll be stealing from you tonight? Mate, you're stealing nothing. You know, the Hobbit, seen a Hobbit, seen freaking the dragon lying on top of all the gold. That's like me. In my mind, I got a big room, it's full of nuts, and there's a dragon on it. It's freaking Smaug. So he's lying on my nuts. You ain't getting none. Mate, I just like to move my hands around for some reason, which is odd because I don't ever do this apart from now. Next question from Curvet. He says, have you ever met a celebrity / famous person, which I believe is the same thing? It depends what you mean by famous. I mean, I haven't actually, that's a good question. I don't think I've actually met, I've been to concerts and stuff and seen them taking pictures with people, out, like, at the end of the concert and stuff, which is pretty cool. I'm actually related to somebody, in a relatively famous group. It's not really I don't know. I don't listen to them that much, which is probably, I shouldn't admit that. I am related to one of the members of the group Knife Party, formerly Pendulum. And yeah, I forget his name. I think it's Gareth or Garrett or something. Garrett McCrellan. But yeah, that's pretty cool, I suppose. Apart from that, I haven't met anyone because I'm in Australia and no famous people live in Australia. And finally, we have the greatest question of all time. Some say it was born amongst the galaxies from the darkest aeons now long past. Raised by countless parallel universes and crafted among the brightest stars, and landed on our planet and puzzling even the most adept scholars of this age. What about a squirrel? So guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Here's to another 750, which would put me at 1,500. Yeah, okay, I can maths. Don't worry about it. But if you did enjoy, leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new around here. And I will be back next time with something. So, bye!